kind of used when I was younger, a little bit here and there, like weed, ecstasy, mushrooms, coke a little bit, and then I got pregnant and I stopped everything. I was doing really good except for I had postpartum.
I'd finish work, grab a bottle, go find a place to park, drink till I fell asleep, get up, and go back to work. I ended up pretty much living out of my car for a couple of years.
I found myself being away from home, a failed marriage, alone, and, you know, hopeless, really, really hopeless.
I was a very high-functioning alcoholic, maintained a house, got married, had 2 kids, still drinking, still working, trying to carry out my duty as a mother. I struggled with that till I was about 40.
A lot of them have used for years. They're broken, very broken when they come to us. And we start from the bottom up.
Without Alpha House, I don't even know if I'd be alive today, honestly.
Alpha House is a clean, sober living environment for people that are in active recovery from addictions, whether it's drugs or alcohol.
It's a sober house. There's no drinking or drugs, and you're held accountable.
We're quite responsible for ourselves because there's a fair amount of freedom here. It's a, I don't know, 3/4 house is kind of the way we refer to it as, where you're pretty much responsible for your behavior. But if you don't, if you can't self-regulate, then there are guys around that have been through probably almost the exact same thing and have done the same behaviors that you're doing.
It's hard to go out to the normal world again after being an addict. You just feel inferior to everybody else. So you kind of have to be around people that have gone through the same thing as you because it's what makes you feel comfortable. You know that they understand what you're going through.
To come here as a mature woman into a house of young women, most of them the age of my children, and with their support and their help, they would come to meetings with me, they would talk to me, they would just knock on my door, you know, come visit or come over. That's kept me sober.
In both the women's program and the men's program, they are allowed to have their children in. A lot of the clients, when they come in, do not have access to their kids. They're either wards of the government or they're staying with relatives. And so one of the first things that they do is to start to try and work and get their children back.
I'm actually the first man in this house to have his child actually residing here in the residence. I've come to this conclusion that my daughter and I are both on a journey, and it is better for her papa, for me, to be as clear as possible, as sober as possible, and to teach her everything that I can in order for us to go forward and be happy and healthy in our life.
I think it's very important for the kids to see a life where people, you know, no one's using and it's safe. They don't have to worry about who's coming in the door.
The need is huge. I probably, between the 2 programs, take 10 or 12 calls a day looking for a bed. We don't like turning anybody away, and we try as much as we can to facilitate doing the interviews and putting people on wait lists, but the need out there is huge.
So here I am at the end of a year and a bit journey at Alpha House, getting ready to go back out and full-time job, my own place again, and get on with life.
This has given me a safe place to be, but also a place that I can have my kids around. It feels like a home.
I'm able to have a stable life. I'm able to, you know, get a job, but all the while keeping in mind that you're beginning a new life without drugs, without alcohol, and basically to, you know, live as a human.
I'll be going to school to get my GED, which I never thought would happen, and then from there I'll be going to school for aesthetics and hopefully from there get a job, and then after I get a job, then one day have my own company, my own salon. Oh, I'm so excited.